Today, I wish to address a topic which I believe is fundamental to America's greatness, our religious liberty. I'll also offer perspectives on how my own faith would inform my presidency if I were elected.
Mitt Romney sought to diffuse suspicions about his Mormon faith today. Some say it is the most important moment of his campaign so far.
If I'm fortunate to become your president, I will serve no one religion, no one group, no one cause, and no one interest. A president must serve only the common cause of the people of the United States.
It drew inevitable comparisons to another speech from a half-century earlier. John F. Kennedy, then the Democratic nominee for the presidency, spoke to a group of Southern Baptist ministers in Houston to address concerns about his Roman Catholic faith.
I do not speak for my church on public matters, and the church does not speak for me.
Mitt Romney's task is more complicated. He is also trying to diffuse suspicions about his religion, while simultaneously making the case for the greater role for faith in public life.
There are some who may feel that religion is not a matter to be seriously considered in the context of the weighty threats that face us. If so, they're at odds with the nation's founders.
While the so-called religious issue is necessarily and properly the chief topic here tonight, I want to emphasize from the outset that I believe that we have far more critical issues in the 1960 campaign.
Mr. Romney's address, where the word Mormon was spoken only once, appears calculated to resonate with evangelical Christians, but also reflects the different role that religion plays in politics today. For instance, George Romney, Mr. Romney's father, ran for president in 1968 and had a long political career without facing the intensity of questions about his faith that his son has endured this year.
I got to run, okay. Good to see you. Please give
After the speech ended, the comparisons between Mr. Romney and Mr. Kennedy were flying.
He was a man who was had a more secular vision for the country. Romney is a man who has a more religious vision, a pluralistic religious vision for the country.
Reporters were scrambling for reactions from the religious leaders and Romney supporters in attendance. Mr. Romney spoke to 300 invited guests, not a gathering of skeptical ministers as Kennedy had faced, and the real test will be how it's received by voters in Iowa and across the country.
But I think he certainly helped himself with some evangelicals. Let's remember, Kennedy didn't convert all Protestants with his speech.